Hi, this is Charlie giving you Monday's market commentary. We'll go through the commentary in a second. We're going to do a full-blown analysis commentary this morning. But first of all, I wanted to run through some of the key traits of successful traders. And so we'll just do like three. And there's obviously a lot more than these, but we'll just do three for now. So number one, and in no particular order, but let's put discipline. So discipline, again, without having this, then a trader will not be successful in the market. You need to have that discipline to stop yourself from just jumping in and out of the markets on a whim without following a plan. It could come as discipline to manage your risk because people could overgear and do all those sort of things. The discipline to be able to sit on your hands as well and actually know when not to trade. So there's lots of facets that come under discipline. But without discipline, if a trader doesn't have discipline, then ultimately they could still be successful for a period, but ultimately it will come back to bite them when they go for a drawdown period. Then their discipline will get worse. Number two, I'd put down as let's put risk down, risk management, the obvious one. Again, excuse me, good traders will manage their risk well, and they'll only ever risk a certain percentage of their account on any one trade at any one time. And likewise, when they are in drawdown, they'll manage that risk as well, and they won't get too excitable in that and then try doubling up and all those things to make back the losses. So risk management, another very important one. And then let's put a third one down. Let's put analysis down. Analysis. So a trader needs to have good analysis. And on the back of that, that might come on the back of testing, back testing, and all of that. But they need to have half decent analysis in order for them to be successful as well. We talked about this with the latest product release that we just had. There's a lot of analysis in that in the MBT swing trading, and it's the same when Kim and I do. We've got a live trading course coming up, and we'll be the same thing there. It's all about checking the risk, the analysis each morning, and obviously having that discipline to know when and when not to trade. So all these facets come into what we do on what all traders should do on a day-to-day basis. So anyway, let's just turn the pen off, and let's go into some analysis, shall we? Because again, you don't have to be right all of the time on your analysis, but you still need to be able to get a good read on the markets at times. Right, so Aussie dollar, still looking for this one to roll over. It came up to the daily 21 the latter part of last week, and it's just fallen away a bit today. So still looking for this Aussie dollar to come lower. I've been looking for it for a while. If we go to the weekly charts, I don't know how it shows on telecharts here, because I'm just using this morning for the video. Yeah, what I'm looking for is similar to that of my e-signal charts. I'm looking for it to come down to that weekly 50 and the weekly 21 down here. So that's what we're looking for on those. So a little bit more downside on the Aussie dollar. We'll go to the dollar CAD next. I've been looking for the dollar CAD to come higher, and it's just bumped up a little bit since the latter part of last week. And so yeah, I'm looking to see if CAD ultimately, and it'll go up and down, but ultimately can get up to this daily 50. So it won't necessarily go in one straight path, but that's what I would ultimately like to see on that one. Dollar yen, that's come up since late last week. I'd like to see a little bit more upside on the dollar yen as well. Break this daily 50 maybe. It's just been challenging all this time. See if it can break it. And so if it does break it, then at 102.50 wouldn't be a bad area to come into. Look, lots and lots of strikes into that zone at 102. Oh, sorry, you'll see. Just realised I was my cursor was off screen. But yeah, so we can see lots of hits at 102.50's area. So so I'd like to see if it can get up to there. Pound dollar and euro dollar. Obviously, we've got news out this week, but on the euro, it's not out till Thursday. That's when we'll really get to see what the what sort of monetary policies and economic policies that they're going to be utilising in the eurozone and the ECB. So so that could have a big impact on the euro. So and likewise the pound could be affected by that. Still, ultimately, and I'm talking about, yes, we could bounce on the pound and come back up here to 168 even. I think if it gets back above its and closes back above its daily 50, then it's possible that the pound could actually have another attack on its highs. But all the time it's stays below its daily 50, then I'd look for more downside potential on the pound. And and on the euro dollar, I think any rallies that if we were to get any rallies this week, it's obviously down today, but if we were to get any bounces into Thursday, then Thursday we should be looking for more weakness, because it's pretty much known that what the ECB are going to be up to. So yeah, that's those main currencies. Let's go out and have a look at a couple of other bits. Firstly, let's have a look at the dollar index itself. Now, this dollar index, if you remember, I've been bullish on the dollar index for a while, because remember I've been talking about the dollar index coming up to this daily 200. Alright, this is only on telecharts, but nevertheless I was looking for it to come higher, and it has done that now since the early part of May, when a lot of people were thinking that it was going to break lower. Well, all it did is come down into support, and yet now here we are, and it's breaking up. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the dollar index want to come up and re-challenge these highs up here above 181. So I'm still looking for more upside on the dollar index. And let's have a look at gold first of all. Gold's broken down. Now, talking about analysis, my analysis was I thought the gold was going to start breaking back up out of this range that it was in, but I was wrong on that one. So you have to just admit it when you accept it, should I say, when you're wrong. Because at the moment the gold's coming down. So where may it want to come down to? Back down to around about 1200 is potential. So at the moment I'm just leaving it alone because it's gone counter to my prior analysis. Until I do some new analysis on it, then I'll leave it alone. But certainly it's got that potential to come down to those lower 1200s at this stage, around towards 1200. Sorry, should I say? And then let's have a look at these main stock market indices, shall we? So if we have a look at the S&P, the S&P is obviously broken out to new highs. The Dow hasn't quite broken out to new highs yet. And neither has the Nasdaq, again over at double top territory. But I think the way that this is all moving, it still looks like we've got more upside to come. I know the Russell 2000, which has supports the smaller traded stocks, that's obviously bit weaker, but I think these other main indices, I think they've got more upside to come yet. It wouldn't surprise me to see the S&P, I was saying it in our trading room last week, go to 2000. So we'll see about that. But at the same time, I think that at some point maybe in the next 3 months, we might actually see a top in this S&P. So it might not come until the autumn, until the usual sort of September, October time. So I'll be looking out for that. I think it's a bit early doors for that at the moment. I think we're still in a nice mode at this stage, so I think that this will continue. Anyway, that's my lot for today. From Friday's video, obviously I was long dollar yen, and you've seen where dollar yen is this morning, so I'm still running that at the moment. So just to put it in perspective, remember I got into dollar yen on Friday at what price did I get into dollar yen at? Down at 70, wasn't it? Around about 70. I've already forgotten what levels I got in at, but I think it was around about early 70s down here. So, and I'm holding it. So, yeah, it's having a nice run. So, anyway, that was all good, and I shall leave you to it. Back for live trading this Friday.